Hey guys, Lottie back here again from Pinpoint Tutoring Services, teaching you guys on the building blocks of algebra, entering algebra. If you're getting into it, hopefully you guys follow us already on Instagram, Pinpoint_tutoring, or on Facebook at Pinpoint Tutoring Services. I've gone over in two videos, I've gone over these first 2 points, and now we're going to go over one of the bigger ones. Now, this is where algebra is leading to and understanding graphing and all that stuff. But now we have two numbers that we don't know. We have two numbers that we don't know. So you know by now that x is some number that we don't know, y represents a different number that we don't know, and that's really all this expression is saying. So to break this down, we're saying that there is some number y. We don't know this number yet, but it's y. And we know that it is 3 times another number. Some other number that we don't know, but a different number. 3 times some other number that we don't know, plus 2. Now, to kind of tie this into a story before, say, let's flip the roles as far as the multiplication aspect goes from the other two videos. Say you have a certain amount of candy, right? You don't know yet, you don't disclose it to anybody. But you're a math whiz in your class and you say, if you actually take the number of candies that I have and multiply it by 3 and then add the number 2, you will get the amount of candy that my friend Antonio has. You're a wizard. You're trying to make everybody at school feel stupid or whatever. You're just trying to kind of keep it exciting, I suppose. And if anyone's really interested in this scavenger hunt, you don't know yet, has this number of candies. So people are like, all right, well, first we need to know one before we know the other, right? We cannot tell the two at the exact same time. If we know how many pieces of candy you have, then we can use this to figure out how many pieces of candy Antonio has, right? And don't even worry about how we solve these right now, but just understand the dynamics of that. This involves two numbers that we don't know. But we need to know one before we can figure out the other. And that's a key aspect of algebra. These are some of the things that we call constrictions or restrictions. So if I now said, all right, I'm messing with everybody. Antonio's not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you whatever. I'll tell you. I have 3 pieces of candy. Okay? Everybody says, okay, you have 3 pieces of candy. And someone's like, all right, I'm going to go find out how much pieces of candy Antonio has. And someone says, whoa. I think we can figure out, using that we know what you said about your pieces of candy and Antonio's pieces of candy, how many pieces of Antonio's candy he has that you have in comparison to. So, if you have 3 pieces of candy now, we can figure out how many pieces of candy Antonio has. Antonio will have 3 times 3 plus 2 pieces of candy. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 2 gives us what y is, which means that y must be 11, which is now how many pieces of candy Antonio has. If you had gone to Antonio and he had been like, all right, I give up, I have 11 pieces of candy, you would have said, okay, 11 is here. And what algebra now does is with that 11, you can use it to figure out how many pieces of candy I had that I told in class, or that you told people you had in class. They can now figure it out. Or if they had how many pieces of candy you had, then you could figure out how many pieces of candy Antonio has. The important thing is that one depends on the other when linear equations are involved. So that's what we're getting into, and this has hopefully been kind of a helpful session in breaking down the building blocks of algebra. Feel free to watch this video over and over, and hopefully my words make more sense the more you do it. But we'll get into practice and we'll have tons of other examples that will help you thoroughly understand what these are. And I'll break down those steps again in my next series of videos. So keep a heads up and be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and have a good day.